Hey there, subscribers. What's it like inside my journal? That was a remix that just came out. I wasn't planning on saying that, but hey, what's up? Hello. We're gonna check out my 2023. Oh my gosh, time is flying. 2023 reading journal. So a couple of things. First and foremost, I know that in my last video, a lot of y'all were pausing to read some of the reviews. So I wanted to give you a little disclaimer that I do put all of my thoughts on the books that I read in here, and sometimes that includes spoilers. So if you're a pause and read the description type of person, just watch out for that. I'm not going to say any spoilers as I flip through it, so you don't really have to worry about anything being spoiled unless you actually pause and zoom in and look at what I'm writing. That being said, though, I'm really excited. This journal, I actually read enough books last year that I couldn't fit them all in here. So this journal is from January to June, and stay tuned in about a week for part 2 where I'll show you my second journal. And here I had all of the books I read from July until December. So I hope you guys are excited, just as excited as I am, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching this. Let's get to it. All right, let's do this thing. This is my Archer and Olive notebook in collaboration with B. Harris. I think it was a limited edition, so unfortunately I don't think it's available anymore. And it's a little dirty, but you know, all is fair in love and crafts. So it is what it is. It's just part of the process, I guess. But I love this beautiful design, and I did add this little sticker in the back that I thought was funny. But one thing I will say about this notebook, which I don't think is true for all Archer and Olive, but this one in particular, I hated that like the spine cracked. I've never seen that happen before. But that's okay. She's still pretty. So this is the cover page. I decided to cover it in stickers because I had a lot of stickers and I thought they were cute and I didn't know what to do with them, and that's okay. This is another cover page. This one just says 2023, and then here in the corner I put just like my star rating, like ranking. So 1 star, would not recommend. 2 stars, meh. 3 stars is I generally enjoyed this. 4 stars is this was nearly perfect. And then 5 stars is like flawless, like screaming, crying, throwing up. So I just figured that would be a good reference for me when I'm rating my books. One thing that I did new this year was I started putting star ratings next to each book, which I wasn't doing before, even though I did give books ratings. And yeah, this is supposed to be like a black paint splattered over a rainbow type of situation. I don't know. This is my yearly statistics, so just how many books I read in each month and how many pages. That was something I cared about last year. Not so much this year. As you can tell, I kind of gave up on it at the end. This was meant to look like a gallery of frames, and then each picture frame I did a color of some kind of what do you call a celebration, like a holiday? There you go, a holiday in that month. So New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, etc, etc, etc. This is my favorite page of all time. This is my bookshelfie. And I actually cut out a little thing here so that this ladder will slide across. Just making my wildest dreams come true in my journal. Maybe one day I'll have a library with a ladder in it. Not today, but a girl's gonna dream, right?
this page is my daily reading tracker. So every day that I would read, I would color in with a color that was the theme of the book that I was reading, and then I would put the number of pages that I read each day, and then at the end I was calculating the total number of pages to put in my yearly statistics page. This quickly got annoying. These are days that I didn't read, and I totally gave up in December. It was just too busy with the holidays, and overall I think this was like a really big hassle, especially when I would finish one book and read another, or I tend to often read multiple books at once, so it was really annoying to have to subtract and calculate. Suffice to say that I didn't do this year. I'm just gonna go based off of the number of pages in each book to calculate how much I read. This was my book of the month page. I kind of modeled it after my book of the month page last year. I just changed the color up a little bit, but this is a little Dutch door for each month. I am trying to get my TBR down, so I did skip a lot of months just because book of the month, they be getting me. They get me every month with 2 to 3 new books. So yeah, just trying to get my physical TBR under lock and key. This page was ruined. This is all the books that I read. I mean, not read, that I bought or acquired throughout the year. I kind of forgot that I was keeping track here, so I left a lot of space for myself and didn't actually end up using it, but I know for a fact that I bought way more books than this. Definitely probably could have filled this completely out, although I do think it was such a cute like little Dutch door moment, you know? I'm sad that I didn't use it. These are my reading challenges, so I just took a bunch of printed out copies that I had of book covers. I typically use them for each month, but some of these are like I had doubles, or I DNF'd, or I overprinted, so I decided to use them. I just laid down a background and then I put some extra paper on top. This is my A to Z challenge, which I don't tend to care about, but it's interesting to see how much of the alphabet I actually read, even though I don't put any actual effort into finishing this. The book bingo, same thing. I actually did accomplish the ebook. I don't know why I didn't color it in, but these are just some random things that I wanted to read throughout the year, and I didn't necessarily like seek them out, but I did check them off as I read them. Another thing that I probably won't do this year, just because I just didn't really pay any attention to either of these, but it is pretty. I love how this page came out. This was my Read the Rainbow. Again, I don't really pay attention to challenges just because I'm too much of a mood reader, but this was supposed to be read a book in every color of the rainbow, and I'm certain I could probably find an orange and a green. I really, really love how this page came out. It's just so aesthetic and pretty. This one I'll probably do this year again, and not because I actually followed it, but just because it was pretty and fun. And just to call myself out here, I made a huge boo-boo up here, and you could probably tell a little bit, but I had to put in extra pieces of paper to kind of cover my mistake. I don't think it actually came out that bad. Like, you can barely tell, you know? All right, this is my reading to 0. So what I did was at the beginning of the year, I wrote down every single book I had in my physical TBR, and I started to check them off. I actually finished the year with only 7 books in total, so it continues on the next page. I think I was only missing 7 books, and it would have been way less now, except that I had acquired so many books by the end of the year. Otherwise I would have been done, so that's unfortunate. And this was a page of Stephen King books because I wanted to read all Stephen King's books in order of publication. So I did start off, I did read Carrie last in 2022. That's when I started this challenge. And then I never continued it. I didn't read a single other book from him, so that's unfortunate, but maybe next year. This is my January cover page. So these are all the books that I read in January and their star ratings, which is new. And I did like a scrapbooky space theme. That was the vibe I was going for. And something that I'd never done before that I was trying to do was this little quotes page, which I wasn't that good at keeping up with, but maybe someday in the future I'll bring it back. For now, it is absent from my journals. So my first books of the year were Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. I started doing this year where I put a sticker. This is just like a little popcorn. I wanted to mark off when I watched the movie related to the book. So I'll probably go back into my old journal and put these little movie stickers as well, but they were just in the corners of the book. Honestly, I feel like I was going off in the beginning of the year. Like those first few entries came out so pretty, and I feel like there were points in the year that I did get a little bit lazy. But like these two, these are so lazy. I just wanted to make sure that I put my thoughts down. This is one of my favorite pages, honestly. Like I love the 2-page setup. But yes, in my lazy ones, I just, sometimes I forget to write or forget my thoughts on the book, or I just don't feel inspired by the book and had nothing really to put on the page to draw. This was a blank page that I accidentally skipped, so I started to write down all the books that I was reading throughout the year, but once I moved into my second journal in June, I kind of forgot that this existed, and that's why it's empty after June, because this journal ends in June. This is my February setup. It was supposed to be a little like Valentine's. I was not really happy with the script here, but calligraphy is something that I'm still working on. Ugh, just ignore these. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still like playing around with different like titles and headings and things like that, and trying to improve on my calligraphy and handwriting, as well as just like do different things with like the layouts. I mostly like to draw, but I really do have a lot of stickers, so I'm trying to use those. And these pages, this was my Atlanta vlog that I put up. That's up on my YouTube if you want to check that out. But usually I do these 1-page setups with some stickers that I acquired in the place, and then pictures from the trip and bookstores that I've been visiting on these trips. And you can't really see them, but I tried to draw peaches because I got my peaches down in Georgia. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. This was a manga, so I tried to put like different volumes since I didn't need as much space. Then we get to my March setup, which was supposed to be some flowers. I don't even know what kinds of flowers those are, to be honest. Here I was getting a little creative. I did a little letter. Kind of proud of that, if I do say so myself. This was another trip that I took to Puerto Rico. I was only there for like 2 or 3 days, so I didn't really have much, but I did put the 1 sticker I got and my ticket. This was from a weekend readathon that I was following. I read this book for the readathon. That's why I kind of tried to mend the 2 pages together. Some more manga. Tried to get creative with the little flags instead of more squares. I feel like in some of these I was feeling a little bit uninspired. This is a book that I actually didn't finish until the following year, but I had already started my notes in there, so it is what it is. I love these pages. I love when they just cross over into 2 pages. It just feels like one big work of art. I don't know if that's just me. This is my least favorite cover page ever. I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to be seasonal. You know what? Just don't judge me. At least my script looks pretty. Yeah. I feel like you can tell which ones are the pages where I just wasn't feeling it and which ones, like, girl, come on. I'm just honestly proud of myself that I was able to get every book in here, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't keep up with this, okay? This journal page I did like yesterday because I was filming this. This is a DNF page of some books that I DNF throughout the year. I don't know why I felt the need to keep track of them. I think it was because I had an empty page because I wanted this to be 2 pages. And this is May, and I forgot to put the month there, but this is one of my favorite title pages. The little wicka 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 record player is what I meant to say. I don't know what's wrong with me. But this is like my favorite cover page. It just came out so good. And I don't even like pink, but it came out so good. More laziness. Honestly, I feel like 2023, I don't know what was up with 2023, but the books that came out last year were not that good. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't a great year for publishing. This was my Detroit trip. I haven't yet posted this on my YouTube, but I will, coming soon. Stay tuned. More pages that I did just yesterday. So I'm probably honestly lying. Not lying, but just pulling a memory of what I remember from these books and writing it down just to have a record of them. Addie LaRue was one of my favorite books of the year. 5 stars. These are maps from Alexandra Rosalind's Patreon. So if you join her Patreon, she does these seasonal like challenges. So each of these stops on the map has like a reading prompt, and you pick a book and read them. And I was following it, so I wanted to just put it in my journal. Then we have June, another favorite. I just love how these little leaves came out. So cute. So this is my birthday month, so I was writing down some books that I got for my birthday. Again, I forgot to finish it, but it is what it is. And then I got into all of the books that I read this month. And then I thought I was going to read more than I did, I guess, because I left myself too much space. Then this was a book of the month. Once you finish the reading challenge, they send you a little gift with like this note. So yay me. Halfway through the year accomplishing the reading challenge. Kind of proud of myself for that, I will say. My Costa Rica vlog is up on my YouTube channel. I am very proud of that vlog. I read like the most books I've ever read on vacation during that trip, so go check it out, including Hooked, which was my first dark romance that I ever read. This was a note that someone gave me with a bunch of books that they gave me for my birthday, including a children's Bible. It is a really good book. I highly recommend it. And we're getting towards the end here. The last few books that I read in the year. This one was a compilation of stories, including The Little Mermaid. So that's why there's not really like a title, because it was just like The Little Mermaid and other stories. And this journal entry that I'm not gonna lie to you, I just did like 5 minutes before I started recording this video. This is a picture from my birthday and another one of those readathons. I just kind of printed out all of the book covers that I read during the map that I just showed you. And these are some vlogs that I have all the footage for and have not yet edited and need to. So look out, stay tuned for some of these. And these are just 2 empty pages that I didn't feel like writing in because I have a whole nother journal for July through December.
Alright, cool kids, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some inspiration or entertainment or whatever you came here for. I hope you got it. If you made it this far, leave a heart emoji in at least 2 different colors that are not red, because I feel like a rainbow perfectly describes my journals. So let's make the comments rainbow. Let me know what your favorite thing about journaling is. Mine personally is just like getting creative and also just having a memory of all the books that I read, because that's why I keep these. I like to just be able to go back and think about what I liked most or didn't like, or just in general thought about, because I read so many books that your girl can't keep the facts together. That being said, hit that like button, and if you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button. I will see you all when I see you next. Bye!